There's a discipline secret most self-help gurus will never tell you. And once you learn it, everything changes.
You've been taught that discipline is about willpower. Push harder, resist more, force yourself to do the thing.
So you grind, you push, you white-knuckle your way through tasks. And it works for 3 days. Then willpower runs out. The discipline vanishes. And you're back to square one asking yourself what's wrong with you.
But here's what nobody tells you. You're not weak. You're just attacking the wrong problem entirely. The self-help industry built a billion-dollar lie. They convinced you discipline is a personality trait you either have or don't. They made you believe some people are born disciplined and others aren't. That's complete nonsense. So you bought the courses, watched the videos, read the books, and nothing stuck because they gave you motivation instead of systems.
Motivation is an emotion, and emotions are unreliable. They spike when you feel good and crash when life gets hard.
That's why yelling at yourself to be more disciplined doesn't work. You can't shame yourself into consistency.
The willpower approach fails because it ignores how your brain actually works. And that's where the real secret lives. Your brain is designed to conserve energy and seek comfort. Fighting that design every single day is exhausting and unsustainable. So here's the secret they don't want you to know. Discipline isn't about forcing behavior. It's about designing identity.
There's a massive difference between I go to the gym and I am someone who trains. One is a task, one is who you are.
When you shift from doing discipline to being disciplined, the entire game changes. Because identity drives behavior automatically. A disciplined person doesn't need willpower to wake up early. They just do it because that's who they are. They don't negotiate with themselves. They don't debate whether to skip the workout. The decision is already made at the identity level. This is why most advice fails. It targets behavior at the surface. But behavior is just the output of your deeper identity. Think about a smoker trying to quit. If they see themselves as a smoker trying not to smoke, every moment is a battle.
But if they shift their identity to, I am a non-smoker, the cigarette offer doesn't even tempt them. It's not who they are.
A runner doesn't debate whether to run. Running is part of their identity. So the behavior follows naturally, without force. A learner doesn't force themselves to read. They read because that's what learners do. The identity pulls them forward.
This is the secret. You don't need discipline when your actions match your identity. You just need to become the person.
So the question isn't, how do I force myself to be disciplined? The question is, who do I need to become? And you become that person through small, repeated actions that prove the identity to yourself over time. Every action is a vote for the type of person you are becoming. One push-up is a vote for, I am fit. One healthy meal is a vote for, I eat clean. Do it enough times, and the votes become undeniable proof.
At some point, the evidence outweighs the old story, and your brain accepts the new identity as truth.
But here's the other half of the secret nobody mentions. Identity alone isn't enough if your environment fights you every day.
You can have the strongest identity in the world, but if you're surrounded by junk food, your willpower gets drained fighting temptation. Disciplined people aren't more disciplined. They're just smarter about designing environments that make discipline the default path. If you want to work out every morning, don't rely on motivation. Put your gym clothes next to your bed the night before. If you want to stop scrolling at night, don't fight your phone. Put it in another room. Make the bad habit harder.
If you want to eat healthy, don't test your willpower. Design your kitchen so healthy food is visible and junk is hidden.
The secret isn't more discipline. The secret is removing the need for discipline through environment design. So here's the complete formula. Identity defines who you are. Environment makes it easy to act like that person. Together, they create sustainable discipline. Separately, they fail because you're either fighting yourself or fighting your surroundings.
You can't be a health-conscious person while keeping your pantry full of junk. The environment contradicts the identity.
But when identity and environment align, discipline becomes automatic. The path of least resistance is the right path. That's the secret. You're not building willpower. You're building systems where the right choice is the easiest choice. And once you understand this, everything changes. You stop fighting yourself and start designing the conditions for success.
So let's break down exactly how to apply this. Step 1 is identity. Step 2 is environment. Both are required. For identity, you need clarity. Write down who you want to become. Not what you want to do, who you want to be.
Ask yourself every day, who am I becoming with my actions today? Am I becoming the disciplined version or staying the old version?
Then collect evidence. Every small action that aligns with your new identity is proof. Stack those proofs daily. For environment, audit your space. Where are the friction points? What makes the bad habit easy and good habit hard?
Then redesign. Remove friction from good behaviors. Add friction to bad behaviors. Make discipline the path of least resistance.
Your environment should support your identity automatically. If it doesn't, change the environment, not yourself.
Real example. If you want to wake up early, put your alarm across the room. Identity, I am an early riser. Environment forces action.
Real example. If you want to stop wasting time on social media, delete the apps from your home screen. Add friction.
Real example. If you want to drink more water, keep a bottle on your desk and hide soda in a far cabinet.
Real example. If you want accountability, tell one person your new identity and have them check in daily.
Real example. If you want consistency, put a calendar on your wall and mark every day you follow through. Visual proof.
Real example. If you want deep focus, arrange your desk to face a blank wall and not a window with distractions.
Real example. If you want to eat clean, meal prep on Sunday so healthy food is the easiest option all week.
Real example. If you want to run daily, put your running shoes next to your bed so they're the first thing you see.
Real example. If you want identity awareness, set a daily alarm asking, did I act like the person I want to become today?
Real example. If you want discipline, surround yourself with disciplined people. Your social environment shapes your identity. Notice the pattern. Small environment tweaks create massive behavior shifts because you're working with your brain, not against it.
Here's why this actually works at the neurological level. Your brain creates shortcuts based on repeated patterns.
Every time you act in alignment with your identity, you strengthen that neural pathway. It becomes the default route.
Eventually, the behavior becomes automatic. You don't decide to be disciplined anymore. Your brain just runs the program.
And this is why identity-based discipline takes less energy than willpower-based discipline. You're not fighting, you're flowing. The willpower guy exhausts himself resisting temptation. The identity guy doesn't even see it as temptation. It's just not him.
And when you have a strong identity, acting against it creates cognitive dissonance. Your brain literally feels uncomfortable.
So even when you slip once, your identity pulls you back. Because being inconsistent contradicts who you are.
This is the power. Identity becomes a filter that protects you from distractions without conscious effort. And over months and years, this compounds massively. The identity-based person keeps growing. The willpower person burns out. 10 years from now, one approach leaves you exhausted and stuck. The other leaves you transformed and consistent.
So here's the shift you need to make right now. Stop asking, how do I get more disciplined? Start asking, who do I need to become? Decide on the identity. Write it down. I am a disciplined man. I am someone who follows through. I am consistent. Then start collecting evidence immediately. One action today. Just one. That's one vote for the new you. Simultaneously redesign your environment. Remove friction from the right behaviors. Add friction to the wrong ones.
When your identity is clear and your environment supports it, discipline stops being a battle. It becomes your default setting. You won't need motivation to wake up early. You won't need willpower to eat clean. It's just who you are, and your environment makes it easy. 6 months from now, you'll look back and realize this was the moment everything changed. Not when you got more discipline, but when you became disciplined. This is the secret they don't teach. Because it's not sexy. It doesn't sell quick fixes, but it works permanently. So stop trying to force yourself through willpower. Instead, redesign who you are and where you are. That's the code.
If this unlocked something for you, like and subscribe. Drop identity in the comments if you're making the shift today. Let's build.